Hi, in this video we will see how Uniportal.ai investigates a suspicious sign-in alert. This type of ticket is usually logged by your MDR when it detects an unusual activity. And your MSP probably gets a number of these every week. And each time it's 10 to 15 minutes spent investigating, remediating, and then documenting everything. So we will see how Uniportal.ai helps us resolve this ticket within minutes. So I'm logged into Autotask and I have Uniportal.ai integrated with Autotask. Uniportal also works with Halo PSA and ConnectWise. So I'm going to click on Analyze and Resolve, and then our AI assistant will start the investigation. Now let's make this screen a bit bigger. Now the way it's investigating this is that I've written a skill teaching AI how to handle tickets like these, where I have specified I wanted to look at sign-in logs, audit logs, authentication methods, a lot of other things that it should analyze and then present me with the information so I can make a decision on this ticket. And you will see it's using some tools to get things done. So it's looking at the skill. It found a relevant skill based on the ticket. And nice thing about this is I don't need to prompt it. It analyzed the ticket, and based on the skill it found a match and then started working on the ticket. Now the first step for the agent is to first understand which customer this ticket is for, who is the impacted user. So it's getting that information from the ticket and then searching for the related company and the M365 account. So it's able to find those, and it also found the time that when the MDR detected this, and now it's going to submit an audit log query for 7 days before the incident and also after, to do the analysis on what happened on this account. This is an async job, so Microsoft take a few minutes to make the unified audit log available. So it has submitted a request, and later it's going to pull the results to analyze that for us. And then in the meantime, it's getting details about the user to understand if it's a privileged account or not, or any other information that would be useful in our investigation. And it's highlighting all the important things it's finding. It's a smart reasoning model. It understands what you are trying to do with this ticket. So it's going to surface things that it thinks are relevant. So it mentions the account was created today, and that what's the location of the account, and also there are no privileged roles assigned. So that gives me a good information if it's a privileged account or not. And now it's looking at the sign-in activity and analyzing that. So it found 9 sign-ins within the last 7 days, and they are all from the same machine, which is another useful information for me. So it's the same device, but some sign-in are from Canada, whereas this one sign-in was from Netherlands that triggered this alert. So with that information, I can already see if it was a very different machine and a new location, that would mean different things, whereas if it's the same machine, it could be a user using a VPN on the same machine. Next, it's also getting a bunch of other information. So it's getting the registered authentication methods. This will help it analyze if there were new authentication methods registered after this incident, because that's a usual pattern when somebody gets access to an account, that malicious user may try to register a new authentication method, set up a mail forwarding rule, or give them access to some other files or folders. So our AI is looking through everything and presenting that information to us. So from here, I can see it got all the sign-in logs, and I can understand what happened, and and then listing down the relevant information. So the main one is the location difference. It's the same device. There is no legacy authentication method. There were no failed sign-in attempts, and there was no MFA registered. So that's valuable information for me. There were no mailbox forwarding rules or mailbox delegation found, and it didn't find any role changes or anything like that within the directory audit logs. So that's now I can also call the user and confirm with them if they were trying to use a VPN. But in this case, I'm going to say confirmed with the user. They were using VPN. Please share a report of investigation and add as an internal note to this ticket. So I wanted to not take any actions, because Uniportal can also help you reset the password, revoke active sessions, reset MFA, all by just chatting here. But in this case, we don't need to do anything. If it was an actual user and if it was a real false positive, I can just ask it to document all the work we did, and we can close this ticket. So it's again using its tools. So the nice thing about this is integrated with all the systems. It's integrated with the ticketing system, documentation system, M365. So it's able to do a lot of work across those systems. So now it has investigated and added a note to this ticket. So I'm going to have it add an internal node, and then we can close this ticket. Yeah, so that was the ticket resolved. Let's refresh this ticket and we will see the internal node added to this ticket. So all the investigation, all the findings we did on here, they were all documented here, and now we can close this ticket. So that was the full investigation, start to finish, completed within a few minutes. And the best part is that you don't need to leave the ticket. You can do all the work directly from here with the AI, and the judgment and the decision making still stays with you, whereas AI do a lot of heavy lifting around getting the data and analyzing that data. So that's how Uniportal works. If you want to see how this would run in your own tenant, please book a demo. Thank you.